Yesterday, the Chicopee Police Department was out enforcing pedestrian safety by patrolling and monitoring crosswalk violations within the city.
Western Mass News reporter Addie Patterson joins us live in Chicopee with more information after speaking with police about this crosswalk enforcement. Addie?
Chris and Abby, police tell us they pulled over 38 cars in total here at the marked crosswalk at the intersection of Lincoln Street and Broadway Street here in Chicopee yesterday during their patrols. The department tells us an officer dressed in plain clothes was assigned to cross the street in that marked crosswalk. The officer wore a reflective bracelet and used a flashlight to illuminate himself as he attempted to cross the street. During the 4-hour period, police pulled over nearly 40 cars, resulting in 19 citations being issued, totaling almost $4,000 in fines. Earlier today, I spoke with Travis Ordain, Public Information Officer for the Chicopee Police Department. He says these types of patrols aren't only beneficial for those behind the wheel, but they're meant to serve as a reminder to pedestrians as well.
It helps the operators of the vehicles realize that pedestrian safety is big and there's a lot of foot traffic in a lot of the communities, especially Chicopee. It also helps pedestrians when they see the videos saying, you know, we're out there doing the enforcement, but it reminds them that it could be them that's crossing the street that a car doesn't stop for. So, you know, put your phones away, make eye contact with the drivers when you're trying to cross the road, and make sure that they see you before you step out onto the road.
Yesterday, a total of 15 warnings and 4 criminal complaints were also issued for various infractions, including suspended licenses, unlicensed, unregistered, and uninsured motor vehicles. Now, police say they were out here patrolling in the same area at the same crosswalk this morning and will continue to do these safety patrols on various days and times for the days to come. For now, reporting live in Chicopee, Addie Patterson for Western Mass News.